over to Tobe and Yvonne.
Obviously, you guys had I think a 64-57 lead with about 3 minutes left, and it kind of got away from you guys. I know you ended up tying it up, but what do you think those last 2 or 3 minutes, kind of what went wrong to let Texas Tech get back into it?
We just got to do better. Just honestly, rebounding is the main thing. Not only to get extra chance points, probably just better contesting our shooters as well. Not overplaying. All the stuff that we know, how to do, we just got to execute better.
For either of you, how do you feel that their defense was in terms of preventing you guys from getting as much into the paint?
They definitely packed it in. They do their scout. They do some of our tendencies as well. So, I think we could have done a better job of adjusting. Kudos to them. They have a great head coach. They have a great team. Everybody talks about them being undersized, but they're super tough. They're super tough. One of the toughest teams we've played this whole season, just in terms of physicality and how aggressive they are.
So was it kind of different? You've seen teams go after you physically because of the dominance you've had. Different in the way they attacked it than you've been?
No. They just hit hard. They box out hard. They do everything that they do with intent. Especially on our drives, they bump us, really being physical, not letting anything, get their reason. But again, it's just kudos to them. They have a great coach that instills in them toughness and tenacity to do that every play. So yeah.
How do you guys feel just in general that a little bit of adversity hitting, the loss the other day in Kansas and then Dwayne out, Bo gets hurt tonight or today, what's the, does it feel different? How are you guys feeling about breaking the
So about Dwayne and Claude, I guess it's just the next man out mentality. Of course, we wanted to have them all on the floor. Something happened. So shout out to CD. He gave us a couple of minutes. That was big. Give us our big a little breather. But yeah, 2 losses in a row. Tough losses. We are going to watch film. We're gonna get our mistakes a little bit better. And yeah, it's next game. Next game is already on in a couple of days, so we're gonna focus on that. And then sure it happened. Learn other mistakes, but don't let it pass. Live in the present.
Tobe, as the veteran leader on this team, this is the first home loss for a young group. How do you just steady the boat, steady the ship, and help snap the skid with BYU coming to town in a couple days?
I think it's just a matter of perspective. I think I've kind of said this before, but March is still March. You know what I mean? So if we do what we're supposed to do during that stretch, all this is forgotten. That's not to say that this isn't sting, and home losses don't sting. We know what the fans mean to us, and just the way that they're able to pack out the stadium today and show their support and how they've been showing support throughout the whole season. It's tough. I'm not really worried about my own feelings, but theirs. The effort, the energy that they put into supporting us and making sure that we feel like we have an army behind us. So it's good for the fans. That stings when my heart goes out. But in terms of the young guys, again, just keeping that perspective, just knowing that we've lost 2 games. It's on to the next, and just trying not to let it snowball. And obviously, we have some adversity with guys not being 100%, but that's what college basketball. This season is like. It's a long season, and you're never too high for too long before you get kind of punched in the mouth, and there's a reality check. You have to galvanize and build back up again. So, I think it's something that we were expecting. That we knew that was going to happen, and that we just have to power through it.
Toppin's obviously a very good player, but just what makes him so different to stretch there down at the end of the game.
I think it was his second chance points again. He has a really quick second jump. He has great, just sort of body placement, in terms of the ball and tracking it down. And he seems to always be in the right place at the right time. So again, it's just a kudos to him, the type of player that he is.
Have you played Christian Anderson in Germany on those teams at all? And if so, I was just curious if you had any knowledge of him and what you thought of him.
Yeah, we played 3 years in a row together for the national team. We played under 16 in Sofia, under 18 in Belgrade, not Belgrade, in Niš, under 18, and won the European Championship with him in Finland.
Yeah. Anything you did out there tonight, in his game, you're seeing differently or surprising, anything like that? Anything else to be done?
I mean, I saw him grow the last 3 years. Yeah, we didn't see each other for over a year now or something. I felt like he grew a little bit. But his game play was the same.
Anything else for you guys? That's it. Matt, thank you.
Thanks, guys.